Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Skyrim Special Edition. We're trying to leave Blackreach, and since we're here, I was wondering if maybe I could find an exit through this area. Or at the very least, we could investigate this area and maybe do some things. So, my lockpicking ability, since I went legendary, is at level 19 now, and it was set to 15, so I've only been up 5 levels. But every time I lockpick something, I'm practically getting it all back. This is going to be interesting because I have slightly over 200 lockpicks, I think. But if I can get one master lockpicked at level 20, then that might be a huge boom. Let's see. Just gonna have to get really lucky. And see, this is where you keep the lockpicking mechanism in the game important to gameplay. Is by going legendary and resetting your levels to 15. Even if you don't want to reallocate those points, just the fact that you're going up levels again is giving you experience that you wouldn't, or you at least seem like you don't get once you've hit that max level of level 100. So it's possible that playing with the strategy that I have been playing with has severely lowered my opportunities. Sounds like a mess back there. Did I get everything in there? And there's nothing over here. I'm hoping that there's an elevator. I guess not. So Blackreach doesn't seem completely finished because that door goes nowhere. And there's nothing in here. At least not yet. Maybe that wall gets knocked down at some point. I was hoping there was an elevator there. That is no way to walk. Alright, we will maneuver ourselves now to this point, and this elevator will take us out. Now I think when I came out of one of these I was attacked by a dragon, but it seems no dragon's coming now. Oh wait, there it is. It's right on top of me. And it's a named dragon. Vinaruth. But 1 bone and 3 scales again. I'm getting less bones and less scales. And once this animation is done, that'll be the last dragon soul I can spend, because I haven't learned any more words. And I'm not really certain that there are any other shouts in the game. At least not until maybe the DLC happens. There we go. So we found several different locations that go back to Blackreach if we need to get there. Although, I don't know what that would help. And we were coming here to give the... No, that's to find the book. Where's the guy that wants the Crimson Ninroot? Where was it? Where was it? Bring the Crimson Ninroot to that location. So, the Jagged Crown. Oh yeah, I remember getting the Jagged Crown. That's a unique item we didn't keep. Wasn't very useful of an item, but I still kind of feel a little shortchanged not getting to keep and collect every item in the game. Every unique item. Alright. So, apparently I'm just going to run into a guy who's going to want this Ninroot. And he's going to do something with it. Well, they're growing Ninroot like crazy, but just regular Ninroot.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
There's a lot of Ninroot around here.
Actually, I'm growing it if you hadn't noticed.
Interesting.
I'm the only person alive that can cultivate Nirnroot from a seed to a fully grown plant.
So if I put it in my fertile soil, I guess it might not grow.
I had quite the mentor. He taught me everything he knew about the Nirnroot and its strange properties. I haven't seen him in many years. I wonder what became of him.
Let's see. I found his remains.
I knew this day would eventually come.
What's
At least
my companion doing over there?
What he loved, his field research. I told the old fool he should take it easy, but he was too stubborn. Perhaps someday I'll continue where he left off. It's the least I can do, considering how much he did for me.
Alright. You seem quite exhausted.
Is it that obvious? I've got my hands full here. Between the farm chores, cultivating my supply of Nirnroot, and keeping a tight rein on my sister Aduri, there's little time for rest.
I could help you if you like. Sure.
Really? That would be a pleasant change. One of the ingredients I need to cultivate Nirnroot are Jazbay grapes. The acidic content of the juice is perfect for the soil.
I think I have that.
I need 20 of them for my current crop. Good luck finding those Jazbay grapes. They're very rare.
Okay. Are you an alchemist?
I used to be. There isn't much time for that in my life anymore, I'm afraid. I actually owned a shop in Vivek City long ago, but I had to leave all that behind when the Red Mountain erupted. Perhaps someday I'll reopen a shop here in Skyrim.
Interesting. Does your sister cause you trouble?
Aduri is what some would call a free spirit. She likes to wander the fall forest for hours on end. If we were still living at my alchemy shop in Vivek City, it wouldn't be so bad. She could wander the canals all day. But around here, there's a tremendous amount of work to get done. Not to mention the dangers she's not ready to face.
Okay.
You gathered quite a few of them, I see. I'll search through Sindarian's notes and find some more information about the Crimson Nirnroot and its properties.
Here you go.
Thank You've done alchemy a great service by helping to complete Sindarian's work. I'd like to give you this tome. It's one of Sindarian's greatest works. I believe you've more than earned it.
So we get a Ninroot missive added and a serendipity added.
When I was very young, I was sent to Skingrad in Cyrodiil to study with him. He was a strange Altmer. Paid more attention to his
So we're getting a lot
research
of
than his own
background
well-being.
story here for
He
this
lived in the
quest
basement
that
of an inn, for goodness
we wouldn't
sakes.
have run into for a long time.
Well, after I fled Morrowind during the eruption,
I
made
guess
my
I could
way
sell
home.
Ninroot to
My
her.
family had purchased this farm.
I'm
and
not
it's all
sure
we had
if I'm
left.
going to get a lot of money from it,
Years
but
later,
we'll try.
Sindarian simply showed up at our doorstep asking to stay for a while. Said he was going to do field research. He stayed with us for decades. Became an uncle of sorts to Aduri. One day he simply ran out to me in the field, excited that he'd made some sort of a breakthrough, and he was going to head out on another trip. He never returned. From the journal you discovered, I'm sure you know the rest. Honest pay for honest work.
So how much does she take? She takes 3 Ninroot and gave me 30 gold.
Good luck finding those Jazbay grapes. They're very rare.
And see, I could harvest all this Ninroot and sell it to her.
It's so good to see you again.
But you're better off actually just holding on to this. Let's see, let's get to this windmill.
Nothing but the same thing every day.
And here's the sister. So we now have this quest. Come on, can't have two menus out at the same time. To, let's see. We have a side quest to find 20 Jazbay grapes and get the book. And then our main stories here are Learn to Shout, the burglary job, which we've done many times, and discerning the transmundane. And then I also know that there's somewhere around here a crazy person in the mountain, but I don't know where to find them. So I have to just kind of wander the forest. And it may be specific locations at specific times. So what you're trying to do is find this lunatic.
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare. Yes, our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We dedicate our lives to facing the threat of Daedra wherever they appear.
Okay.
We're quartered in the Hall of the Vigilant. Keeper Karset
Think we've
heads
already
Skyrim's
talked to this
branch of
guy.
our order there, providing healing and justice as needed. None escape the vigil.
So I suppose the only thing you could do is, this might be a good example of how I would have to play this game after a certain point, is I will just have to stand in a circle, see what of the mini items are not marked off, and see if I can work my way towards those things. And a lot of it would certainly center around the idea of fast traveling and then looking around and fast traveling again and looking around. See, I know there's something up there, but how do I reach it? On top of that, even though I know there's something there, is it the thing I'm looking for? This isn't the thing I'm looking for. I know it isn't. I assume everybody else would just have to run towards that. So, Lost Tongue Overlook discovered. There we go. Another blood dragon. I suppose if I start looking for see, and will this be a new word or will this be just it's a new word, of course, but it's not a new phrase. Search skeleton gold. Where'd the dragon land? Over here? Three bones, 3 scales. This. Alright, and now I'm overburdened, so I need to start thinking, like, what should I get rid of? Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do I have any miscellaneous things I can get rid of?
We've stopped. What is it? I'll show you what I need. What do you need to take?
So we'll fill her up with dragon bones and dragon scales. And then I'm just gonna give him some of those.
Let's go.
So, Dragon Soul absorbed, which, what new word did we learn? Dismay. Fear run. And where are we on the map? We are here. I was thinking it was more this way. If I fast travel to Darklight Tower, and then like start looking this way. Let's do a 180. I think I hear a bear somewhere. And there is one location there that I could run to. But that's not really what I'm trying to do. my idea here is not to find new locations. It's to find the crazy person in the forest. So let's... I think he's that way, but I don't know. And seriously, I'm the only crazy person in the forest right now.
Make it quick. Speak quickly. We are traveling to the Shrine of Kinnereth in Whiterun. I hear the Gildergreen is more beautiful than ever since it's been restored. They say that eating the fruit it bears will add years to your life.
Interesting. A dog following. There's somebody over there, but that's like a troll. So that was 2 trolls under the bridge. In fact, there's quite a lot of trolls attacking.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight. Halt! You have no business here, outsider. Leave at once. Uber, no. Oh well. This may be what must have run off.
And I never did convince any of the orcs into letting me be their bloodkin. Which I know there's a way to do it. Let's see. And where are we on the map? Well, way over here, which I don't feel like that's anywhere near where it was supposed to be. I guess the honest truth here is I just don't know. I just have no clue. For all I know, it was over here or over there, over any other place. It could have been any of them. Let's go here and finish the one Daedric quest we at least know how to do. We got the blood samples for this crazy guy. I'm definitely not doing 100% of Skyrim, so missing one Daedric quest is fine. Fine by me.
Dig, dweller in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths. When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex.
Here's the blood to
I
open
can
this chest.
almost hear them. I feel their life energy. Come, I will make the mixture.
So he's gonna walk where? He doesn't even have an alchemy. Just he shot it in himself. Okay, creepy. Hey, it worked. And in here we have the
What is this? It's just a book. I could
bring the blood to Septimus. I'll take that and that, and we'll sell that. And let's read this book. And what's in the book looks like some crazy magic stuff. Cool. This is a cool vault thing, and here's the wretched abyss.
Come, my champion.
What now?
Now, you have my Agma Infinium. It contains the knowledge of the ages, as revealed to Sarces, my loyal servant. For hundreds of years, it's been shut away from the world. Septimus was a useful tool for unleashing it. Now, it is in your hands. Let us work wonders together.
Okay. And so, I kind of wonder if this box in this security vault was actually that deep, or if it's magically bigger on the inside. Now, we'll steal a couple things here, since he's not around to be upset with me about stealing things. But I suppose there's no reason to steal items that I'm just gonna sell. A lot of these books seem like they might very well be books I don't have. But now we're done, aren't we? There's nothing more to that quest. Let's see. And we've barely been playing 27 minutes. And so we just have the burglary job, which will go on forever. Same is true with the Dark Brotherhood Forever job. No stone unturned. We haven't made any progress. And Jazz Bay things we haven't really made any progress with either. And I really don't know how to get more jobs. I can ask the companions for more work. That is a minor thing. We can have the book quests go through yet another cave, but beyond that I don't think there's anything more to do. So we have to move the main story forward again. Let's drop off all of our bones that we collected, and let's see, there's not any fish in here yet to harvest. Alright. We run in here, and then I have two piles. I have a pile of things I think I want to give over and keep, and then a pile of things that let's see, this treasure chest book is quest related. And let's see. I don't know. Let's come back over this way now.
Huh?
Can I make more of these? Sorry if I went quiet there for a while. It's like, alright. As much leather as possible. And then how about a bunch of leather strips to sell? That's an idea. And then
I'm still
you
here.
trade items
do you
with
need to
me.
take?
Bear pelt. I guess you didn't want to use those.
Let's go.
And then take all that. And then we come over here. We make steel. And we make gold. I guess I'll make some corrodium. I'm already at level 100, so there's no reason to do anything crazy. I never made this bone hawk thing because I never had a bone hawk skull. That must be DLC. For silver, the most expensive thing is the 830 item, right? The emerald necklace. And for gold, the most expensive thing is the diamond ring, but since I don't have that, I have the ruby necklace. There. And the thing here is I could make a major increase on all of these. And that would be nice. And I might even be willing to make a major increase on my bow. Actually, my bow will increase that, but I need to either decide to actually go through the effort and make a decision or just leave it alone. Let's see. I'm going to put all the jewelry and all the dragon stuff in this pile. And then all the firewood in this pile too. I suppose I could just hold on to all the jewelry and sell it. That would be consideration too. I didn't mean to put that in there. Alright. Like, I think I want to keep the jewelry ingredients still. Alright, now I'm going to come over in this safe and just put the things that we don't really care about anymore. Like that. And 206 corrodium things and dwarven metal ingots and dwarven gears and dwarven levers and dwarven plates and ebony and iron ingots and leather strips. Although I was going to sell the leather strips, malachite ore or calcium ingots, quicksilver ingots. Why don't I have anything I can build with quicksilver? Steel ingots. Possibly because I haven't been making a lot of steel. Okay. And then come back over here and make a bunch more leather, and then turn all that leather into leather strips. So we're in sort of a good position. Enchanting
What can I do for you?
stuff, I think what we can start to do is if we can find this sack, take out the cabbage, and we put the Grand Soul items in this. Let's see, Grand Souls with Grands in them. 26 Grand Souls with Grands in them. And I don't really have a reason to enchant anything. Like, I could do this, and I could pick a soul, but there's not a real reason since I'm already at 100% as far as enchanting. I've forgotten what I was doing there. Oh man. Let's clear off. There's something I have two of. Canis root and Canis root. So harvest the Canis root and then clear the planter. And then take this and see if we can find red nin root. Apparently I could grow food in here too. Well, I have nin root and red nin root, and neither one of those work. So let's find an ingredient I don't have. There we go. Juniper, thistle, canis root, spiky grass, jazzberry.
Huh?
There's another juniper. I could probably replace the juniper with some more jazzberry.
We've stopped. What is it?
So let's harvest everything here and then get out of this room. There's bees flying around. I can hear them, but I can't see them, so I'll leave them alone. I guess it's not super efficient to bother with making potions right now in this place. Let's just look here. And let's see, I had several miscellaneous things I wanted to get rid of. Essence extractor. Runed lexicon. Quest items. Ooh, I still need that for something interesting. Torch. Not needed. And let's see. Attunement spear. I still think we're good with that. Food. We'll put one of each of these in there. just to get rid of them all. Potions, I'm probably holding on to some potions, but not a massive amount. Like this strange amulet, I don't think I can ever do anything with, because I messed up the ability in the amulet of Talos. I can't get rid of. And so we're set there, I suppose. We're starting to run out of things to do. I can run to Whiterun, and we're gonna have to go learn the shout.
What do you need?
And after we learn the shout, capture the dragon and move the main story forward at whatever level my archery is at.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking
We
for.
fought several dragons
What do you need?
recently.
Take a look.
That was one Jazbay grape. That's all she had. Sell that mammoth tusk while I'm at it. Some of these things I need to get rid of. Brief invisibility, not needed. Fortified marksmanship. Magicka, minor healing, minor stamina, plentiful healing, plentiful stamina, prolonged invisibility, regenerate health. We'll get rid of those. Potion of strength not needed. Ultimate stamina, vigorous healing. Potion of the night not needed. Weak lingering poison, weak poison. Alright.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
And then we're back to this. We have this hawk feather, and I don't want to get rid of it. So I would have to,
You'll find
like Crimson Ninroot
salves,
here,
poultices,
I
and
can't
potions
grow.
on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
So I'd have to do something like this, and this, and this. Go 1, 2, 3. Take out ectoplasm, do this, take out Impstill, do Nightshade. Take out that. Do I want to use Ninroot? Or Red Mountain Flower?
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
I just want to get everything down to 1. It's course eggs.
I offer remedies for ailments both
I want to use Daedra hearts.
Do let me know if I can be of service.
This and this. Alchemy's up to
You'll find
85.
salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
Now I'm not really wearing the equipment that would make my alchemy
If there's anything I can do,
better.
you have but to ask.
But as we go through all of this, here we go, Canis root. We can make a bunch of these. Problem is, this stuff is not worth anything.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
So I go back and try and sell these potions, and they give me just a few hundred gold for them.
I sell cures for all ills,
There's
and I'll be
this.
happy to serve you.
No, not the Daedra hearts. Juniper berries. I have a lot of those. Perch.
You'll find tonics,
Wheat.
salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's
Alchemy's to 87. Next thing I can do. 1, 2. This. I don't know if I want to use briar hearts.
You have but to ask.
I guess I'll do it. And there's a slight disconnection here between finding the abilities and the effects of certain elements and ingredients and being at level 100, because it's not a one-to-one correlation. I guess it would be a nightmare, however, if it was, because then you would just have to find that one ingredient and you'd get stuck at like level 90 or 99 until you found that very last ingredient you hadn't ever used or eaten. Jazzberry grapes, we're not gonna use those, but juniper berries we will.
I sell cures for all ills.
See.
I'll be happy to serve you.
Hey, I'm surprised that worked. I would have sworn that wasn't possible at this level.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've almost used all the course eggs finally. But some of these elements definitely
I offer remedies
are
for
easier to
ailments
collect
both common
than
and rare.
others.
Do let me know if I can be of service.
A lot of wheat. I guess wheat's not a very difficult item to get. I don't know why I would have even planted it, actually. Just probably just not thinking things through. Jazzberry grapes. We're not gonna use those.
I sell cures for all ills.
This. This. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alchemy's up to 90 now. How many times have we done this, though? Is this the real, actual game of Skyrim? Is it sitting in front of a menu, manipulating that menu forever? Because that's what it feels like a lot of times. Oops. That was a mistake. I used up an item. Oh well. It's probably not a big deal. Trying to hold on to one of everything, which means a lot of my inventory is being held up by this. Remember, I've really only put any of my upgrades into stamina because I'm holding items. I could have my life at 750 and then it would not be difficult at all to fight the final boss, because regardless of how much damage he does, if I have another extra 100 points of health, it wouldn't even matter. Alright, that's it for the alchemy. Now we have to come back and try and sell.
You look rather pale. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Potions. It causes 3 points of poison damage. We don't need that. Deadly poison, 65. Why do I have 5 of those? 65 must be the best you can do without doing some other stuff. 30. We don't need this Drought of Strength at all. Plus 50 Speechcraft for 60 seconds. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to try that at some point. We don't need Elixir of Strength either. But 2 points of poison. 80 points of health in 60 seconds. It's getting better. Lockpicking 40%. 40 does 25 points of poison damage. 60 points of poison damage. Ooh. 100 points of poison damage. Wow. What in the world? My alchemy really is getting better. Magica regen. Magica regen. Speech is up to 50. Damage stamina. Stamina regen. Damage magica. Damage magica. Damage magica. Damage magica. Damage magica. Damage magica. Poison of slow. Target moves 50% of the speed for 100 seconds. Weakness to poison. That one in particular doesn't make a lot of sense. Why try to do 101% more damage? Wow. 101% more damage for one-handed. Pickpocketing is 101% easier for 60 seconds. Wow. Stamina is increased by 102 points for 60 seconds. That I don't need that. 50 points of health. Invisible for 100 seconds. Invisible for 50 seconds. Not needed anymore. My potions now are getting so much better than what we can find. 126% faster stamina regen. Resist fire, 76%. I'm going to get rid of resist frost, but keep the resist fire. Yeah, the whole idea of weakness to poison and resist poison seems to kind of just go in the face of everything. 50 points of poison damage. I think this poison now is actually worse than my other poisons. Where are they? Deadly poison, 65 points. There. So sell that. And 71 faster to regenerate health. Poison that damage health is 100% of poison damage. So then this deadly poison that only does 65 now can get thrown away. 100 points in 60 seconds. Carrying capacity is 60. Paralysis. I keep meaning to get rid of that. Lockpicking. 100. Let's see. Paralysis. Cure disease. Fortify marksmanship versus the elixir of true shot, which is only 50%. So get rid of that. I need to improve my favoriting of items. Pickpocketing at 100% easier versus this is 50% easier, so we can get rid of that. 100 points in 60 seconds for elixir of health. Haggle for 15% cheaper. 30% better versus 50% better. Like, get rid of that then. Enchanting is 25% better. Invisibility for 100 seconds. There's one that says get your healing back 100 points after a certain number of time. Did we keep that? 100 points after 60 seconds. We don't need that one either. Alright.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Okay. That's not the door.
Remedies for ailments both common and rare.
This location in particular is a mess. So, as we are, there's no more quests. And I can't even really think of any more quests, short of just asking her for a quest. Which, if I ask her for a quest, that means I have to make her part ways with me. And
I'll show you what I know.
that doesn't work too well for me either. So, archery is up to 74. At 80, I could do more damage. And I would like quick shot. And I would like critical shot 3, which would be level 90 for that. And I could get quick shot pretty fast. 30% increase in speed. So next level up, maybe I can get quick shot. My light armor is only at 70, but it's increased to 95 through trickery. My sneak is at 88, so like I could see maybe going and getting rid of some of my sneak things, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. My lockpicking, I went legendary on, and I'm at level 23 for that. My pickpocketing, I've never done anything. Speech is at 54. And next level up, I really need to get to the merchant level so I can start selling things again. To get my speech up some more, to level up some more. My alchemy's at 90, and there's really nothing more I think I need to get except for Experimenter 3, which next level up, I guess I could do that. And then maybe get my alchemy up to 100. I don't think I'd ever go legendary with that. That alchemy in particular takes way too long. My enchanting's at 100. So if I knew I was done enchanting and I didn't want to, and I wanted to just try to go legendary again, go back to level 15 here, you could do it. But actually I don't want to do smithing and I don't want to do enchanting. Those are two elements of this game I specifically don't want to do. My heavy armor is at 90, and if I could get it up to 100, I might go to legendary, because it turns out heavy armor is pointless, and it's better to make the dragon scale light armor. And already we have the issue with the light armor doing a decent enough job with the match set for a 25% armor bonus, and the only thing I could do is get up to deft movements and Windwalker, which isn't that important. So the next thing we can do is we have to decide, do we want to talk to the dragon, or do we want to talk to the other guy? And I would like to learn the shout from the other guy, since we talked to the dragon after we fought Alduin. Where are we? There's an empty chest. And, oh, this was the face. And then you go through the face to the Skyhaven Temple. You had to use your blood to get in here. Alright. And let's have a conversation about this shout. I don't even think he's here. I don't think the shout is carved on this wall or anything like that. I think it's just let's see. The Book of the Dragonborn. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just walk out here to the outside. And here they are. And see, they've set up some practice targets. The blades.
I used to dream of it. In the dream I was standing someplace high up. A tower or a mountain. It was always just before dawn. The world was in darkness. Then came the flash of light, just on the horizon, within the clouds that mark the border between worlds. It could have been lightning, but there was no thunder. In the dream, the sense of foreboding grew. But I could never wake up. Then it came again, this time more distinct, closer. Definitely not lightning. Now it was orange. Brilliant.
That doesn't make any sense. It can't be more distant or distinct.
And a sound too distinct and indistinct.
I thought you said
Not thunder.
distant and closer, which would be opposites.
Recognize, but in the dream I cannot place it. I want to leave my high place to seek shelter from what I don't yet do. In the manner of dreams I cannot escape. I'm forced to wait and watch. Then finally realization and horror arrive together. The orange is flame, heat. The sound, the roar, a challenge in their ancient tongue. But now it's too late for escape. The dragon is above me, fire, darkness descending like a thunderbolt. And not just any dragon, but the dragon, Aldrin, the world eater, the dragon who devours both the living and the dead.
I'm gonna let him finish, even though I could probably just talk to him.
And hope that
She's just standing there and not listening.
but know that it was not.
There's one more thing. We know about Parthenax.
You know, turns out he's a dragon, but he helped me.
That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes. And he's not just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continue to help you.
So, like, really?
Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us.
Why does he
Here's
need
the
to
big
die?
picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
And what do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
Let's not ask that question because I don't think it matters. So, we have this quest where we have to kill Parthenax. Which... Can we go talk to Parthenax about this? Because I really don't want to side with him. I can either learn the shout from him or kill him. And I really don't want to kill him because, let's face it, Parthenax seems to be helping us a lot. It would be crazy to kill him, although we may end up killing him anyways.
Greetings.
I need a way to lure the dragon to Dragon's Reach. Any ideas?
Yes, I have been pondering on exactly that question. Lingra mora. I have tasted the voices of Alduin's allies on the wind. Pogan nachlas vokril vachjun. There is one who I remember well. Odavin. He is the one to tell us where Alduin has gone.
So we know his name. How does that help me get him to Dragon's Reach?
I forget how little you know of the Dove. Our names are always made up of 3 Rothmulag, words of power. You see, Parthurnax, a thum, a shout, yes?
Why would he come when called?
He is not compelled to come, but the Dove are prideful by nature. Few could resist such a challenge, especially from you, Dovahkiin. But Odavin, he is headstrong, bozik, rash. Even among the Dove, he was known for this. He will not resist the challenge of your voice, Dovahkiin. He will come. Now, hear his name, Odavin. Taste it on the wind, Odavin. Know it in your sum, Odavin.
Snow, call dragon. Hunter, call dragon. Wing, call dragon. So, we apparently also could shout Parthenax, but it's not one of the shouts, is it? Actually, we don't know what any of these are because it doesn't tell you their names. It just is written in dragon language. So you'd have to learn how to read the dragon language. And see, the blades say you need to die.
Speak, I will listen. The blades are wise not to trust me. Only Khan Miov. I would not trust another Dova.
Why shouldn't they trust you?
Dov Walan Farel. We were made to dominate. The will to power is in our blood. You feel it in yourself, do you not? I can be trusted. I know this, but they do not. Only Khan Niov Dova. It is always wise to mistrust a Dova. I have overcome my nature only through meditation and long study of the way of the voice. No day goes by where I am not tempted to return to my inborn nature. Zimgrifhorvut se suryech. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort?
Interesting theology.
Lok Thum.
So I could kill him. They refuse to give you any more help until I kill Parthenax. Or I could just prepare the trap in Whiterun. And I don't really want to kill Parthenax, so I'm just going to say no, at least for now. And go on to Dragon's Reach. Oddly, we're kind of just getting forced into the final story. We don't really have any other choice. Sure, I could kill Parthenex and maybe that would give us maybe one more quest. Sure, I could run around trying to get the Stones of Barinzia, but I certainly wouldn't find them all, not without a guide. I could do Dark Brotherhood quests forever, I could do burglary jobs forever, and I could do the DLC stuff. But even my miscellaneous quests are now down to just 2 things. Find a book, talk to the companions, leaders for work, and find 8 more Jazz Bay things. When we look at this long list of quests we've done, it's been a massive amount of effort and work, and it just goes on and on and on. And even with all those quests, a lot of the time, it seems at least an hour or 2 of every 6 or 7 hours of gameplay is just focused on smithing and selling inventory and all of that. And I think we're just ready to start thinking about wrapping it up. We've done 10 Daedric quests. I know of one more. There probably is one more on top of that one that I didn't run into. As far as the Civil War quest lines completed, I think I'm totally done with that. And Dark Brotherhood, I'm totally done with that. And Thieves Guild, I'm totally done with that. At least I think I am. College of Winterhold, same story. Companions quest, same story. We've done 19 major side quests, 13 main side quests, and 90 miscellaneous quests. That gets me up to 98 quests. So by the time we're done with the game, we'll be at 100, which is more than a fair amount. There's really nothing else to do. I could try to take a break, and I would almost need to print out a fully filled in map in Skyrim, and then just click on every location and see if I can find locations from each of those locations that I haven't even visited, because I have small sections like this, and the book quest would almost certainly take me to more caves like this. We know because of the masks at the Labyrinthian that there's at least enough caves for probably 9 necromancers or sorcerers. And when you look at the emptiness of some of these areas, it seems highly suspicious that there would be that much emptiness. There's a decent possibility that there's a few more things around this mountain, a few more stuff here, a few more things here. Along the ocean side, there might be a lot. There might be more on this mountain right there. There's a big empty space here that probably has a lot. And then another big empty space here that probably has a lot. And here we have Shore's Stone, which is another thing that we don't have specific quests to go to them, at least not as far as I know. And then somewhere around here is where one of the Daedric quests I think starts, but I'd have to find the crazy person wandering around in the forest, which he could be over here too. I'm almost 100% certain he's in this large circle area. I could look that up, certainly. But I'm really starting to run out of things. Here's the Hall of the Vigilant. We've seen somebody on the path talk about the Hall of the Vigilant. That's another place we could go quest and see if there's some main quest or side quest in that. There was an Oblivion Gate at the bottom of the College of Winterhold. We never figured out where that was, what that was about. But most of the quests were fine. Like getting married in Riften is another possibility. We could certainly try to do that. There's an achievement for that, but there's a lot of achievements for Skyrim that I'm not going to get, so I don't see really a reason to. On top of that, all the romance in this game is pretty much forced. You just give them a necklace of Mara or something and then take them to the Temple of Mara and marry them, pretty much without even asking them if they're interested. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to follow me further, there's a bunch of links to my social media sites down below in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.